Welcome, NBA fans. This is Kevin Frazier here on ESPN. The Pacers' Keon Clark is working to put it all together, and every once in a while, he'll surprise you with a little noise. They'll be matched up against the Lakers. The mailman has to be the last resort on defense. He's got that no retreat, no surrender attitude that gets it done on the inside. Lakers, Jazz, it's time to get it on.
Welcome to ESPN Basketball here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Bob Fitzgerald here with Tom Tolbert. Tom, looking at these two starting lineups, I see a lot of playmakers out there. Who do you think are going to be the two key players?
Well, Fitz, the first guy I want to single out is right here. Keon Clark has the potential to really impact this game on the defensive end. He's got the talent, he just has to use it. On the other side, you've got a warrior. Karl Malone is just solid when it comes to his defensive responsibilities. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time.
Thanks, Tom. Just about time to tip it off. The Jazz take the tip off and will set up on offense. Fakes the pass to Clark, the rejection with perfection, and that's his first block of the game. Pump fakes to Malone. To Borchard. Borchard takes flight, powers it down.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
Payton brings it up to Shaq. Shaq sails in, hammered, and he'll go to the line.
I like the aggressive D, but that was way too much contact not to draw a foul that time.
Can't sink the first. He misses them both. Ripped down inside by Borchard. To Clark, and that's his first takeaway of the game.
When someone's being careless with the ball, they're just begging for it to be stolen. Watch him hammer this one down. That is all about power.
The Jazz have the rock. To Clark. Clark goes to the hook. Money on the jump shot.
He got in prime scoring position right there and got the job done.
To Fox. Harpering made the nab back there and records his first steal.
Oh, you gotta love that. He told him, "You don't deserve the ball. I'll take that."
The layup was dropped in by Kirilenko. The Lakers have the ball in a small deficit, 6-4. To Rush. Pass left wing. Malone glides in, deflected, and it's smacked off the court. To Fox. 7 on the shot clock. Fox shoots from the top of the key. Count it.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your entire game.
Just under 11 minutes here in the first quarter. To Clark. Clark windmills, dunks it home.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
Payton works it up court. To Rush. Rush isolates. Rush is called for the charge, and that is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes you just got to sacrifice your body, but when you draw the charge, it's all worth it.
To Borchard. Borchard takes the quick shot. Misses the jumper. The shot in the paint was missed by Kirilenko.
It takes a lot of skill and concentration to sink those hooks, even when you're close to the rim.
To Fox. Caught by O'Neal. Fox launches from beyond the arc.
Great play. Let's see that one from a different angle.
The Jazz work it up. They're shooting 57% from the floor. To Kirilenko. Harpering goes to the drop step. tricky fadeaway shot is off the mark by Harpering.
If he can't make those when he's that open, maybe you better pass that shot up.
To Fox. Takes the three. Can't get it to fall from downtown.
He's better off taking that shot when he's wide open. Otherwise, the pressure's probably going to get to him.
That last inside leaner was missed by Kirilenko. To Rush.
That's a shot NBA players don't miss in practice. Once the game starts, it's a whole different story.
To Payton. Payton releases, drills it from 19 feet out.
No one questions his mid-range game. He's solid there.
Jackson can pick up assist number 5 this trip down the floor. To Borchard. Borchard, high off the glass, gets the lay-in.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
The Lakers have the ball in a 1-point lead. To Rush. Out on the right. Fox lets it go from the wing. Rebounded inside by Clark. To Kirilenko. Harpering has position down low. Rush made the nab back there and records his first steal. Fox leaves the ground, powers it down. Just under 8 minutes here in the first quarter. To Kirilenko. Harpering shoots from the post, easily rebounded by O'Neal.
Oh, we got to see that one again. That reverse jam was unbelievable.
Jackson works it up, and he's got 5 assists. To Borchard. Fades. No one's home. Clark puts it up inside. Not there for him. 3 shots this trip down before it's cashed in by Clark.
Nice job fighting on the offensive boards.
3-point spread on the scoreboard. To Fox. Received by Fox. Pump fakes. Skip to Rush. To Fox. Fox fires from 14. Big bucket by the 13-year man out of North Carolina.
That 10 to 14 footer can be more difficult than it looks sometimes. Nice follow through.
The Jazz bring it up. To Harpering. Inside. Clark gets some hang time. The two-handed jam.
Nice basket to keep this one close early on. You don't want to let this game get away from you.
Payton has it. To Shaq. He's double teamed. Shaq is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line. Borchard will come out of the game because of foul trouble. Rush will head to the bench. He can't get the first. He misses the bolt. An extra effort rebound by Padgett. Dumps it off. To Arroyo. Arroyo with a crossover. Arroyo is called for charging, and that is his first foul of the game.
Oh, he tried to cross him over in hopes of getting free. But the D didn't bite. That's a charge.
To Fox. Here comes the double team. Manages to pass out of it. He's doubled up. Rejected hard. Can't sink the first. It's ripped down by Padgett. To Kirilenko. Grabbed by Clark. Clark uses the drop step. Kirilenko puts it up. Can't cash in from 10 feet out.
That's just right around the spot where they stop being gimmies, and you got to concentrate to knock him down.
To Payton. Pump fakes. Nabbed by O'Neal. 7 on the shot clock. Shaq uses the glass. Blocked. Nice rebound by the 6-year man out of UNLV. To Fox. Now right side. To Malone. Here comes the double team.
That's called working for the highlight reel, and here it comes.
The Jazz can trim this lead down and bring it close with a bucket here. To Kirilenko. Caught by Padgett. To Arroyo. 6 seconds to shoot. Kirilenko launches from beyond the arc. No way. And the Jazz score. Only a 3-pointer separates the teams.
Keon Clark is doing everything he can to keep his team in the game, Fitz.
To Fox. He's double teamed. Splits it with a pass. Shaq was camped in the lane there, and he gets a 3-second call. Fox will leave the floor. The Jazz have it and are down by 3. To Padgett. Padgett takes it in. Doesn't get it all the way there. Got his own board and then cashed in by Arroyo.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
The Lakers take it up. They're shooting 64% from the floor. To Payton. Outside pass. Received by Payton. The low post shot was dropped in by Payton.
This guy has great offensive awareness, and you better make sure you keep tabs on where this guy is at all times.
The Jazz have it. Arroyo shoots from the post, hits it.
You got to give him credit. He turned a bad-looking shot into 2 points.
Payton brings it up to Shaq. Out on the left. Pass right side. Shaq wants it in the post. They get it into him. Shaq was parked down low and got hit with a 3-second call. Kirilenko will leave the floor. He's really been struggling so far. The Jazz can take their first lead in quite a while with a bucket here. Arroyo sails in.
Roll that replay, please. I got to see this one again.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Payton looks to break his man down. To Shaq. Curry with the step back. Right side pass. The shot clock shows 5. To Walton. Walton shoots with the clock winding down. No worries.
That was a nice finish there.
To Harpring. Harpring pulls the trigger from the high post. Money on the jump shot.
You have to hit a few of those mid-range ones like that before the D starts taking you seriously.
The Lakers have the ball in a small deficit, 24-23. Dumps it off. Malone sails in. Now is in double figures. And the Jazz work it up. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Grabbed by Arroyo. To Harpring. Jab steps. Now in the paint. Arroyo from inside. Wasn't there. Harpring will leave the floor. Malone will come off the floor.
Substitution for the Lakers.
He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. Just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Pargo takes it in. Knocked off course.
He really took charge there. That shot had no chance. No chance at all.
To Walton. Pump fakes. Curry glides in. Bounces long, but in.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
Now by Arroyo. Arroyo takes the quick shot. Swatted away. Ripped down by O'Neal. Fakes to Stiff. Pass low post. Arroyo takes it in, rolls it off the glass and in.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
Pass caught by Walton. To Medvedenko. Medvedenko is pummeled and will have an opportunity to get two from the line.
Too much contact there. No question for the ref to blow the whistle on that one.
Can't sink the first. He misses them both. Ripped down inside by 51. To Padgett. It's stolen. 47 seconds here in the first quarter. To Curry. Received by Walton. Shaq goes for the drop step. To Curry. Pass caught by O'Neal. He's doubled up. Shaq shoots.
Oh, you gotta love the pump fake. It's so simple, yet so effective.
Arroyo brings it up, and he's got 10 points. To Padgett. Padgett releases with no one near him. Not there for him. The putback was trained by Padgett.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
Caught by Medvedenko. Grabbed by O'Neal. Pump fakes. To Medvedenko. He's double teamed. Pargo lets it go from the wing. Rebounded inside by 51. Misses the three. There's the horn, and we've got a tight one. At the end of one, it's 31-30. Walton throws it in to start the second. Passes it way up court. Here comes the double team. Medvedenko, high off the glass, lays it right in.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
To 51. 51. Pops it up from 9. A rare rebound by Medvedenko. Not a doubt.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
The Jazz are at the controls. To Clark. Clark shoots from the top of the key. No way. Rebounded, and then the score by Arroyo.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
Here in the second quarter. Pargo springs up.
Ooh, watch the great job he does positioning himself for this dunk. Once he was up there, he just went up and boom, flushed it.
The Jazz take it up court, but they're losing 37-32. Arroyo shoots from the post, misses the jumper. Skip to Stiff. To Padgett. Beyond the arc. Can't drop in the wide open shot.
The defense let him have a wide open shot that time. You can't afford to miss those.
Taking the length of the court by Curry.
This is one of those guys they don't run a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
And the Jazz bring it up. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. Arroyo uses the glass. Denied. It's ripped down by Pargo. Here comes the double team. Walton glides in, lays it right in. Just under 11 minutes here in the second quarter. Arroyo steps back. About 9 feet out, nailed by Arroyo.
That's a nifty little combo that kept the D at bay. Looks like the defender wasn't expecting the crossover.
The Lakers score and lead by 9.
This is the kind of guy you hate guarding. Very active and always capable of scoring on you.
Pump fakes. Deflected, and it's corralled by Stiff. to Paget. Now by Stiff. Stiff launches from beyond the arc. Plucked out of the sky by O'Neal. He's doubled up. They work it in. Shaq uses the drop step. The J was off the mark by O'Neal.
That gap on the scoreboard is getting larger here in the second. You may want to start doing things a little differently.
To Stiff. Skip to Arroyo. 7 on the shot clock. Bounce to Stiff. Stiff shoots with the clock winding down. Nope. Too long, and it was missed by 51.
I dug this play in real time. I'm digging it even more in the replay.
The Lakers would love to extend their lead this trip down. To Medvedenko, and that's his first takeaway of the game. A fake pass there. Paget takes it in, gently drops it in.
When you run the fast break correctly, it is a thing of beauty.
And the Lakers take it up court and they're leading 43-38. Skip to Curry. To Shaq. Off balance shot. Ripped down inside by 51. A rare rebound by Curry. The Jazz are struggling here in the second quarter. To Shaq. He's double teamed. Walton fires from the post. Hits it.
He's not real comfortable on the inside, but when he drops in shots like that, it's got to help his confidence.
The Jazz can cut into the lead with a basket here. To Clark. Clark shoots. Banks it up and out.
If that's the best shot they can come up with for a possession, you know it wasn't a good set.
Caught by O'Neal. Shaq with the leaner on the perimeter. Not there for him.
You want to give yourself the best shot possible, and taking the leaner doesn't qualify.
Paget pulls the trigger from 8. Great shot by the 5-year man out of Kentucky.
The pace from the first quarter is carrying right on over into the second quarter. Neither team is letting up.
Just over 7 minutes here in the second quarter. Pargo jumps up. One hands it through.
Nothing special there. Well, for about 3% of the population. For the rest of us, oh, that was very special.
The Jazz have the ball and are down 7. To Clark. Clark shoots from the post.
Talk about earning a replay. This one's definitely worth another look-see.
Pargo has the ball. To Medvedenko. He's doubled up. Grabbed by O'Neal. Dumps it off. 5 on the shot clock. Medvedenko glides in. Rejected hard. They didn't get the shot off in time. They'll turn it over.
Substitution for the Jazz. Substitution for the Lakers.
Skip to Kirilenko. To Harpring. Harpring goes glass. Sent away. And it's right back to the shooter. Plucked out of the sky by O'Neal. To Walton. Nabbed by O'Neal. He's double teamed. And the Lakers turn this one over out of bounds. Orchard comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Walton will head to the bench.
Substitution for the Lakers.
The Jazz work it up. They're shooting 40% from the floor. Harpring off the glass. Gets the lay-in. The Lakers have it and are up 3. He's double teamed. Shaq leaps up.
Watch him hammer this one down. That is all about power.
Arroyo brings it up. He's shooting 46% from the floor. He's doubled up. Manages to pass out of it. 51. Releases from close range. Hauled down by Malone. Knocked knocked off course. The Lakers will retain possession.
Substitution for the Jazz. Substitution for the Lakers.
Rush fires, gets the post shot to fall.
The Lakers are shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
Jackson takes it up, and he's got 5 assists. A fake pass there. Jackson, with a great feed, picks up his 6th assist.
Dunks don't have to be flashy. They just have to go down.
Just under 5 minutes here in the second quarter. Payton sails in, swatted. The Lakers have the ball in a small lead, 51-48. To Malone. Malone sails in, bounces short off the rim.
Those are the breaks. Sometimes you do everything right and they still don't go.
To Harpring. To 51. 51 shoots from the post. Not going down.
You have to respect anybody that has the guts to take it to the hoop, knowing they're in harm's way.
And the Lakers have the ball. To Rush. Here comes the double team. Malone scores his 12th point with the bucket there.
That was a nice finish there.
The Jazz bring it up. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. To Borchard. Pump fakes. Harpring goes glass, drops right in.
The Jazz, they're pounding it inside play after play. The defense is as soft as the underside of a turtle.
1 point separating the teams. Skip to Shaq. He's doubled up, gets the pass off. The lay-in was cashed in by Malone.
Nothing but high percentage stuff for this guy.
Jackson works it up court. To Harpring. Harpring lets it go from 7 feet out. Misses the jumper. Payton got a hand on it for the block.
You're not used to him getting a hand on the ball like that, but he made a nice block on that one.
Payton wants it in the post. He gets the ball. Here comes the double team. That's blocked, and it's sent out of bounds. Clark will come back onto the floor. Shaq will head to the bench. To Malone. Malone leaps up, gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 16 so far.
Great shot selection. He's making the most out of every opportunity, Fitz.
The Jazz would love to cut into the lead some more with a bucket here. Jackson releases, gets the front rim.
NBA action is so quick, it's a good thing we got replay ready for you.
To Fox. Fox takes it in, kisses it off the glass.
That was a nice finish there.
The Jazz with control, but are down here, 59-54. To Clark. Back to Clark. Pass to the paint. Jackson puts it up inside. Money on the jump shot.
That little 6 to 9 footer should be automatic for NBA players.
Just under 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Payton off the glass, lays it right in.
The more touches your star players get, the better your offense flows.
The Jazz take it up. They're shooting 43% from the floor. To Clark. Harpring steps back. Harpring glides in. The ball's loose. The Jazz recovering. Pump fakes. Gets the offensive board. 51 takes off. Gets the eventual score. The 3rd time is the charm in that case.
He generally doesn't score in bunches, but he'll take his shots when he can.
To George. Dumps it off. Outside pass. 7 on the shot clock. Back to George. George shoots with the clock winding down. Nice rebound by the 6-year man out of UNLV.
Good-looking play coming up here.
.36 seconds here in the second quarter. To George. Grant is asking for it in the post. The shot was locked in by Payton.
He can stop and pop that mid-range J with the best of them.
23 seconds here in the second quarter. To Kirilenko. Kirilenko shoots from 12. Ripped down inside by Grant. To Payton. Now right wing. From downtown, drops in the buzzer beater. We've reached halftime with the score 66-60. With the action on hold for a bit, let's take a look at the game track with Tom Tolbert and see what's cooking. Tommy, what do you got for me?
Thanks, Fitz. The Lakers have been doing a great job of distributing the ball. If they can keep spreading the ball out in the second half, they're going to be in great shape.
That'll do it for Game Track for now. We'll check in to see how it all played out on the storyline at the end of the game. Malone throws it in to start the third. To Shaq. Now outside. To Payton. Payton glides in, deflected, and it's hauled in by Kirilenko. Jackson takes a quick shot. Rebounded by Payton. It's picked off, and that's his first takeaway of the game.
That's just sloppy basketball. You got to be more exact when you throw the ball inside. So nice, we got to look at it twice.
Payton with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. To Shaq. Shaq gets up. Rejected hard, and it's loose inside. Orchard sends the shot out of bounds. Nice block. To Malone. 6 seconds to shoot. Inside pass. Can't stop him down low. The dunk by O'Neal.
That's a power dunk, plain and simple. You gotta love it.
The Jazz with the ball, and they trail by 6. To Clark. Fakes the pass. Clark is looking for the ball. To Clark. Nabbed by Clark. Clock down to 6. The outside fadeaway was no good by Clark.
He tried the fadeaway to get it over the defender, but he couldn't sink it.
The Lakers could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. To Shaq. Shaq shoots from the post. Shaq, 10 points by the 12-year man out of Louisiana State.
Once he gets inside, he can pretty much do whatever he wants. He's that good in close fits.
To Borchard. Pump fakes. Harpring with the crossover. Harpring takes the shot from the elbow. Off the mark.
A great crossover can just lose a defender and get you an easy bucket. An average one will get you results like that.
Payton brings it up. He's shooting 57% from the floor. To Malone. Malone takes it in.
Roll that replay, please. I gotta see this one again.
And the Jazz head into the front court. To Kirilenko. Inside to cut it to single digits. It's rejected. Caught by Harpring. 5 on the shot clock. He's double teamed to stop the drought. Misses the jumper. To Kirilenko. The Jazz recover the loose ball.
This drought is taking them right out of the game. It's going to be very, very difficult to catch up.
Malone gets called for the reach, and that is his first foul of the game. George comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while.
Substitution for the Lakers.
Bounce to Clark. To Harpring. Pass caught by Jackson. Jackson puts it up. Can't stop the run.
His low post game isn't anything to write home about, so it's not surprising to see him clank that one.
Shaq from the left block. Rebounded inside by Harpring. Yes!
This is one of those guys they don't want a lot of plays for, but I'll tell you how he gets his points, by getting out there, constant movement, and always hustling.
The Lakers have the lead here, 72-64. Payton with the finger roll, knocked off course, and that's his first block of the game.
That ball had insufficient postage, and it was return to sender.
Skip to Harpring. Harpring goes to the drop step.
That is a great example of how you fight for position on the offensive glass.
Just over 8 minutes here in the third quarter. To Shaq. To Shaq. Shaq shoots from the paint. A rare rebound by Collins. Stolen.
You got to keep a vice grip on the ball down low. Everyone's raking at it, and if you don't hold on to it, you're going to lose it.
Shaq gets his 6th point of the period. He has a total of 12 so far.
He's not a great shooter by any stretch, Fitz, but he got that one to go in.
Jackson takes it up court, and he's 3 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. To Kirilenko. Fakes. Lob to Harpring. To Kirilenko. Grabbed by Jackson. The shot clock shows 5. Book that post shot by Jackson.
Not quite inside, not quite outside. That little shot can cause hesitation with some players.
The Lakers with the ball, and they're up half a dozen. The layup was tossed in by Payton.
The Lakers are shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
The Jazz take it up. They haven't hit a shot from beyond the arc. To Kirilenko. Received by Harpring. Skip to Kirilenko. Lob to Harpring. 7 on the shot clock. Harpring shoots with the clock winding down. The defensive rebound by Malone. And the Jazz can't hit the broad side of the barn here in the third quarter.
And it's worthy of a second look.
Jackson is at the controls. To Clark to cut it to single digits. Can't capitalize.
That one just looked a little off when he released it.
To Malone. Passed outside. Now by Malone. Caught by O'Neal. Shaq fires from the right block. Not there for him. To George. The steal. And that's his first takeaway of the game. Into the low post. Harpring on the finish. Great shot by the 6-year man out of Georgia Tech.
That basket is good, but it certainly doesn't erase some of the questionable shots he's been taking.
Just under 6 minutes here in the third quarter. To George. To Payton. He's double teamed. Couldn't push the lead to double digits. That shot was missed by Payton.
Good scorers have short-term memory. If you stop the game and ask him about that last shot, he'd say, what shot?
The shot from the left block made by Jackson. To Shaq. In low. Shaq uses the drop step. Shaq now has 10 points this period. He has a total of 16 so far.
The Lakers are just like sharks on the inside today, and they smell blood.
Just over 5 minutes here in the third quarter. To Kirilenko. Clark wants the ball. A fake pass there. Grabbed by Clark. Skip to Jackson. To Clark. Clock down to 6. Jackson takes the shot from about 6. Rebounded inside by Payton. Swatted! And it's loose inside. The Jazz touched it last right before it went out of bounds. Jackson will come off the floor. Grant looks fresh coming back on the floor. For a double-digit lead, a rare rebound by Arroyo.
That's an impressive play.
Payton works it up, and he's got 10 points. To Grant. He's doubled up. Banked in by Grant.
Coaches are always happy when players establish the inside game.
Just over 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Pump fakes. Arroyo goes with the fadeaway. Controlled by Payton. To Grant. Here comes the double team. Grant shoots. Can't drop it in from the right block.
Those are free throws for most players in practice. It's a much tougher shot when the real game starts.
To Collins. They're inside. Fakes the pass. Received by Harpring. Collins fades away inside. Wasn't there.
He was smart to try the fadeaway to get himself some room. He just couldn't get it to go.
George glides in, and we have a foul.
Hey, if you're going to foul someone, you might as well get your money's worth.
Walton comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. Sinks the first of 2. He gets them both. Double-digit ball game. Arroyo, high off the glass.
NBA action is so quick, it's a good thing we got replay ready for you.
The Lakers work it up. They're shooting 61% from the floor. To Malone. For a double-digit lead, misses the jumper.
He needs more moves once he gets inside, Fitz. He just doesn't have a clue what to do once he commits.
Couldn't drop in the open look by Collins.
Sometimes it's just painful watching bad shooters. Even when the D leaves him wide open, the confidence just isn't there.
Dumps it off. George crosses over. George commits the charge, and that is his first foul of the game.
You can't plow over people like that and expect to get away with it.
Kirilenko will leave the floor. He's really been struggling so far. Arroyo uses the glass. Rejected. Ripped down inside by Payton. Skip to Arroyo. To Stiff. Fades. Rebounded by Grant. George crosses it over. Dumps it off. He's doubled up. Malone takes it in. Cashes in for a double-digit ball game.
You don't have to be the quickest player on the floor. You just have to be smart and know where you're going.
The Jazz have it but are behind 86-76. To Arroyo. Pump fakes. Arroyo crosses over. 7 on the shot clock. Arroyo is hacked on the way up, and he'll get 2 shots at the foul line. He can't get the first. He misses them both. Nice defensive rebound by Malone. To Walton. Walton sails in.
Great play. Let's see that one from a different angle.
Arroyo takes it up. He's shooting 43% from the floor. To Stiff. Pass caught by Stiff. Stiff with the crossover. Stiff gets airborne, powers it down.
The Jazz bench is doing its part, Fitz, but they need their starters to step up and help make a game out of this.
To Grant. Dumps it off. To George. Walton goes with a runner, hits it.
With that shot, they've got a nice cushion for themselves on the scoreboard.
And the Jazz with the ball, but they're down double digits. Arroyo glides in, deflected, yet another block, and it's right to him.
That's effective help defense there. He rotated over and packed that one.
Grant takes it in, bounces short, but gets the friendly roll.
No one's going to confuse this guy with an offensive juggernaut, but that doesn't mean you can just take him for granted.
38 seconds here in the third quarter. To Harpring. Harpring shoots from the top of the key. Nice rebound by the 14-year man out of Oregon State. Jams it home.
This team has got a huge lead. I wonder if you're the opposing coach if you're thinking, if I had a white flag, I would throw it right out at midcourt.
23 seconds here in the third quarter. To Collins. The wide open shot was easily drained by Collins.
Carlos Arroyo isn't a great passer, so when he does dish out an assist, you know that brings a smile to the coach's face.
George sails in. Bounces long and won't fall. Arroyo hurls it from about three-quarter court. We've just finished the third quarter, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 94-80. Harpring inbounds to start the final quarter. To Collins. Collins takes a quick shot.
The height advantage really comes into play here. It's just too easy when you have that many inches on your defender.
To George. Stevenson made the nab back there and records his first steal. With the finish, slams it through.
This guy's normally not a dunker, but he flushed that one just to make sure it was going down.
Payton brings it up, and he's got 9 assists. To Malone. Here comes the double team.
Gary Payton has been scoring and pounding the boards all game long. Hey, check that out. He racked up a double-double. Nice job.
The Jazz are at the controls. Arroyo goes glass, botches the lay-in.
You have to question his shot selection out there today, Fitz. He's just putting up a lot of garbage.
Payton releases from 15. Nope.
Just couldn't sink that one. And you know he would have loved to drop that mid-range J.
The jumper was buried by Arroyo.
He's making his living down there on the inside.
The Lakers have the ball in the lead, 96-86. Received by Malone. He's double-teamed. Payton sails in. Scores his 12th point with the bucket there.
This guy has great offensive awareness, and you better make sure you keep tabs on where this guy is at all times.
Pass caught by Arroyo. Skip to Collins. Fakes to Arroyo. Arroyo crosses it over with the runner. Not there for him. Harpering takes it in. Swatted away.
Once he got inside on this one, there was no doubt about it. You better run for cover.
Arroyo can pick up his 20th point this trip down. To Stiff. Jab steps. Stevenson goes with the fadeaway. Ripped down inside by Malone. Walton releases from the stripe. A rare rebound by Stevenson. The defensive rebound by Payton. Payton raises up on target from the stripe.
The Lakers are shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
The Jazz have the ball but are way back there. 102-86. To Stiff. Dumps it off. It's stolen. To Grant. Grant shoots from the post. Forget about it. Pump fakes. To George.
Watch their space.
Walton from inside. Walton, 14 points by the first-year man out of Arizona.
The past several trips up the court is exactly what you want to see if you're coaching. The offense is executing perfectly.
To Collins. Here comes the double team. Collins gets it right back after the block. The run cannot be stopped by Collins. Payton wants it down low. George shoots from 13 feet out. Not there for him. Walton made the nab back there and records his first steal. Grant goes up. Fouled hard, and he'll take a trip to the line. Harpering will leave the floor.
You can't argue with that call. That's an obvious foul.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Arroyo works it up, and he's got 18 points. Arroyo takes it in.
That's a play that deserves a second look.
He completes the three-point play. And the Lakers have it, and they're up big, 105-89. Walton takes the quick shot. Down the hatch.
The Lakers are just like sharks on the inside today, and they smell blood.
Just over 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter. To Clark. Clark shoots it. No dice from 9.
The D was laying off a little bit, but can you blame him? This guy's mid-range jumper is kind of boo-boo. He went after the block, Fitz, and, well, he shouldn't have. He's not a shot blocker, and all he got for his trouble was a foul.
He gets the first of two. He gets them both. Arroyo brings it up, and he's 0 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. To Stevenson. Stevenson releases from the stripe. Rebounded inside by George. Count it, and he'll have a chance for the three-point play.
Do you realize the concentration level you have to get hacked and make a bucket? This guy made it look easy.
He can't complete the three-point play. An extra effort rebound by Padgett. Stevenson fades away inside. A rare rebound by George. The Jazz can't throw it on the ocean here in the fourth quarter.
We certainly can't let this one go by without taking another look.
Just over 7 minutes here in the fourth quarter. To Kirilenko. Now in the paint. It's deflected. Malone made the pickpocket, and that's his second so far. Double-digit ball game. To Padgett to end the drought. 11 rebounds by the 14-year man out of Oregon State. Caught by Payton. Shaq gets airborne, gets his 6th point of the period. He's got 22 total. The Jazz will take a timeout here. Arroyo works it up. He's shooting 40% from the floor. To Padgett. The steal. And that's takeaway number 2 for him.
Gary Payton just keeps hounding the defense this half. His defensive pressure has been key.
To George. Malone leaves the ground. Sinks his 24th point this game.
Boy, this team is just not missing, and they're pulling away with this run here.
Just over 6 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Grabbed by Kirilenko. To Stevenson. Pump fakes. Stevenson goes with the crossover. Stevenson with the charge, and that is his first foul of the game. Grant comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while. And the Lakers ball in a double-digit lead. Pargo lifts off.
You can definitely see a little contact in this replay, but it wasn't enough to draw the whistle or stop the dunk.
The Jazz will take a timeout here. The Jazz bring it up. To stop the drought. Ripped down by Pargo. The shot from the post missed by Pargo.
Boy, this team's really struggling, Fitz, and time is ticking away here in the fourth.
To Arroyo. Bounce to Kirilenko. Kirilenko crosses it over. 6 seconds to shoot. To end the drought. Not this time.
If it were hard to catch up before, it's going to be next to impossible now. This drought is absolutely killing them.
Off the mark from the line by Grant. Grant made the nab back there, records his first steal. The Lakers get the hoop, and they just keep rolling. 16 unanswered. To Clark. Clark takes a wide-open shot. Big bucket by the 6-year man out of UNLV.
The Jazz bench is doing its part, Fitz, but they need their starters to step up and help make a game out of this.
To George. He's double-teamed. Shoots. Money on the jump shot.
He was off balance, but he hung in there to can the short J.
The Jazz with the ball, but they're down double digits. Fakes. Now by Kirilenko. Nice lay-in off the glass by Kirilenko. Just over 4 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Pargo shoots from the post, misses the jumper.
It's hard to maintain your sharpness sometimes when you have a nice cushion on the scoreboard.
A difficult shot and miss by Padgett.
That's just right around the spot where they stop being gimmies, and you gotta concentrate to knock them down.
Pargo shoots from the paint, ripped down inside by Padgett.
Substitution for the Jazz.
Pump fakes to Grant. He's doubled up. Grant lets it go from 7 feet out. A rare rebound by Kirilenko.
That's called working for the highlight reel, and here it comes.
Pargo has the rock. To Medvedenko. Rebounded inside by Clark. To Clark. Clark shoots. Can't finish it in the post. Clark buries number 22.
Boy, the coach can't be happy with that one. That was just like a layup drill. Everyone just standing around.
Just under 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter. To stop the drought, it's ripped down by Clark. Now by Padgett. The J was missed by Padgett.
This quarter has been one huge disaster for this guy. His shot's been all over the place.
To Pargo. Here comes the double team. George releases from 15. Gets the bucket.
This is getting brutal. Good grief.
Jackson with an assist here. He'll have 10 assists on the night. Hits the back iron but missed by Harper. Kirilenko sails in, capitalized on the offensive rebound.
The Jazz, they're hanging in there with second chance points, but that's not going to cut it all by itself.
The Lakers are in control of this one, 127-99. Pargo glides in, it's rejected, and it's scooped up by Medvedenko. To Walton. Walton gains some altitude.
Check this dunk here. He's punching the time card inside.
Jackson is just an assist shy from a double-double. Dumps it off. To Padgett. Medvedenko was parked down low and got hit with a 3-second call. He can't sink the free throw. Harpring shoots off the inbound. Nice rebound by the fourth-year man out of the Ukraine. Gets the lay-in.
The Lakers, they're shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
Jackson takes it up court, and he's 3 out of his last 6 shots from the floor. Pargo made the nab back there and records his first steal. To Pargo. Grant has position down low. Knocked off course. Padgett shoots from the post, hits it.
That's what's so great about working it inside. You come away with high percentage shots.
And the Lakers take it up. They're shooting 59% from the floor. Pargo gets some air, dunks it down with one hand.
The Lakers, they're shooting lights out. It's bad enough when one player gets it going. When the whole team shoots as well, you might as well forget about it.
Caught by Harpring. Hit the left iron but missed by Harpring. Passes it up court. Grant takes it in.
It's hard to believe, but this one looks even better the second time.
Jackson takes it up, and he's got 9 assists. To Harpring. Harpring takes the quick shot. Missed it.
The Lakers, they're winning the battle of the boards, but are losing the battle that really counts. That's the one on the scoreboard. They need to get it going.
George is hacked and will go to the line for a couple. Sinks the first of 2. He gets them both. There's the steal. The Lakers have it go out of bounds and turn it over. 18 seconds here in the game. To Harpring to end the drought. Nails it.
Maybe that basket can help spark them on the defensive end, because that's what's letting them down right now.
Pargo from inside. Money on the jump shot.
It's the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. I'm Kevin Frazier. Welcome aboard. We begin with the Warriors, who got the victory in this one to move to 23-20 on the year. Up in the phone booth, we had the Wizards win by 1. New York came away victorious. The Cavaliers get their 17th win of the year. San Antonio came away victorious. Over in Salt Lake City, we had the Lakers win by 36. And lastly, we had the Clippers win by 2. And now it's time to give out our double clutch awards. Keon Clark was the man. You need a leader out there on the court, and he was more than willing to take on that role. You know, there's gonna be days where nothing is working right. Here on ESPN, we call that the iron unkind. Rafer Alston didn't have the kind of game that his team needed. Better luck next time. That's it for the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. We'll see you soon.
Make way, here I come, barging in. I'm the best of the best, let the games begin. Catch your breath in your chest, get your oxygen. I set it off, you deal with me, take the loss. I was raised from the block, but born for this. Walk away like a champ, nothing more or less.
Welcome to the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. I'm Kevin Frazier. First of all, we have the Celtics, who got the win to move to 17-29 on the year. Down in the Big D, we had the Mavericks win by 7. Chicago came away from this one with a win. The T-Wolves get their 21st win of the year. Houston came away victorious. Up in Detroit, we had the Pistons win by 17. And in our final game, we had the Grizzlies win by 14. Let's show off our double clutch players for today. Jason Kidd put up big-time numbers and deserves a little love for that. Some games you just don't have it. It's almost like there's a lid on the rim. So just pass the ball, dog. Nazi Mohammed is going to think about what exactly went wrong with this game and how he can fix it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time right here on ESPN. Welcome to the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. I'm Kevin Frazier. We'll start it off with the Wizards, who got the win to move to 19-24 on the year. In Cleveland, we had the Magic win by 6. Houston came away from this one with a win. The Spurs get their 22nd win of the year. Minnesota came away victorious. And wrapping it up, we had the Jazz win by 4. And now it's time to give out our double clutch award. Andrei Kirilenko had a standout performance today, and you better believe he wants to keep putting up those kind of numbers. You know, there's gonna be days where nothing is working right. Here on ESPN, we call that the iron unkind. Michael Redd is just gonna have to put this game and these numbers out of his head. That'll do it for the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. See you soon. It's the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. I'm Kevin Frazier. Welcome aboard. We'll start off with the 76ers, who got the win to move to 26-19 on the year. Over in Gotham, we had the Knicks win by 10. Phoenix came away from this one with a win. The Mavericks get their 34th win of the year. And last but not least, we had the Clippers win by 11. Let's show the guys who went to work today. Tim Duncan was the poppy all day long, and you know what? They never could do a thing with him. Some games you just don't have it. It's almost like there's a lid on the rim. So just pass the ball, dog. Nick Van Exel made a lot of mistakes today. This game's going to sting a little bit, but he'll be back. That's it for the ESPN Nightly Wrap-Up. We'll see you soon.
For a minute, bring your best game, we gon' run all up in it. Come on, cause we get down and dirty, bring your best D, she'll hit you for 30. Cause we get the crowd hype, give you a show, cause that's what you like, and you perfect this game, ESPN and the NBA. Oh no, when I step on the court, everyone knows I ain't nothing but trouble, like whoa. There's no denying, hear your team's crying, see your man's trying for the double. But I'm the best when I raise with my knees in your chest, everybody